Well, hello, Asylum. Daddy Hendrix is finally home. Every limb is intact and every vein has been drugged. Joe, Walter, I think we all know the drill by now. Let's drop the crazy guy versus the big guards act. It's old. It's been done before. It isn't exciting. You fellas are due for a break anyway. Don't worry, I'll behave. At least until the next shift gets here, or I get bored. I swear on Bad Eye Bo's good eye. And what do we have here? Why is everyone gathered at the nurse's station? There was no need to throw me a welcome home party. Damn, if I had known there would be such a reception, I would have stolen better clothes outside the box. Oh wait, hold on a minute. This little get-together isn't for me, is it? You know, I would have been disappointed, but what we have here is far more entertaining. I didn't think they'd replace Nurse Lori so soon. Did I scare her that badly? I didn't mean to, honest. I was just having some fun, trying to get a few laughs. Let me specify. I wasn't trying to make her laugh. I was trying to make her scream. Us patients get a kick out of it. The sane-brained screaming their lungs out like one of us on a paranoia trip. It didn't take much for me to do it. I knew she was a screamer. You could just tell. All I had to do was threaten her with her own syringe to the eye. Who knew? Are you a screamer too, huh, new nurse? I'm kidding. Relax. The other nurses will reassure you that I'm just trying to scare you, and that you shouldn't let me intimidate you and blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing. If you do let me scare you, and do let me intimidate you, I'd find it cute. Keep that in mind if you want to play with me. Kidding. Again, I'm just full of jokes, that's all. I'm Hendrix. If they haven't warned you about me properly yet, I pretty much rule this asylum, but no one will admit to that. If you learn it, though, you might just survive this place. All right, I'm backing off. I don't need to be shot up with more drugs yet. I'm still coming down from this fantastic high. You know, you smell really nice. What is that? Oranges? Is it because you hear that smell of oranges helps dopamine release? Adorable. You probably became a nurse because you wanted to make a real difference. And to help people, huh? That's hilarious. It really is. I'll show myself back to my room. If you're getting tired, you should try reading my file. It's a real page-turner. Oh, that's going to take some time to reorganize again, isn't it? Sorry about that. Didn't know you startled easily. What am I doing out of bed? Having a conversation with my new favorite nurse. Isn't it obvious? Don't you remember me saying I run this place? I do what I want, especially if I'm bored. No one likes when I'm bored. Bad things happen when I'm bored. The last time I was bored, that nurse you replaced got a needle through the eye. I would have done more. Don't think I'm not a sadist. She just gave me the chance to bolt from the box for a while. Yeah, and then I came back. More or less against my will. I can never stay away from this place for too long. Go ahead. I can see you eyeing the emergency button. You can call security. I don't really care. Prove that you're scared of me, and that you don't really want to help me since you don't want to spend time with me. Listen to me. Can't you see that this is an opportunity to help the most troubled patient here, and you aren't taking it? You think I do this with other nurses? Ha! You really think they're that special? They aren't. There's that smell again. The oranges? I have to say, it's working. I can't help but feel a little more excited when I see you. Maybe you will be the one that gets through this diseased, drugged head of mine. I can't wait to see what you do with your time with us. You have so much hope that we can be better. For your sake, I hope you break through to us before we break you and end up emotionless with the rest of them. Sterile, empty. I should get some shut-eye. You'll visit me during bed checks, right? You can join me if you need a nap. What's this? Did I wake up and stumble into the youth section of the hospital or what? We aren't seriously doing arts and crafts. You're all trusting us with a... Scratch that. You're trusting me with a pencil? Do you know how much I can do with a pencil? You might as well should have given me a pair of scissors while we're at it. Or to hell with it, and give me a knife instead. I can make some pretty pictures with a knife if one of you volunteers to be my canvas. What? No takers, nurses? A shame. No masochists on the team. Whose idea was this anyway? Of course it was. I'm not surprised. Alright, fine. I'll indulge in all of this just for you. I'll let my creative juices flow. And done. What do you think? I decided to sketch the room to commemorate this moment. Who knows when we'll get another moment like it? Us lunatics having an arts and crafts day. It is good, isn't it? Why do you sound surprised? I have more hobbies than being a crazy bastard, you know? Before the crazy seeped into the old cranium, I was somewhat of an artist. I drew a lot. It was an outlet of mine. I gifted a lot of drawings, too, to friends, family, and especially lovers. There was this one person in particular. I knew I wanted to get a ring on that finger. I had the plan to propose with a sketchbook filled with elaborate drawings, only to find out I was being cheated on. After, I decided to replace those sketches. I put in the blood, sweat, and tears that I could fit into it. Not my own, of course. Blood really pops on a page, though. I don't think my so-called lover appreciated it. I don't think they enjoyed seeing a play-by-play of how I slaughtered the pig that they allowed to touch them. Or the ring I made out of his grotesque ring finger. They always had shit taste in men. I mean, look where I ended up. Wow, look at you. Not even fazed by my story. I put a lot into the performance of telling it in hopes to garner some emotion. That's what actors do, don't they? Was it all an act? Who knows? Enough story time. If I promise not to kill anyone with this pencil, can I take it and a stack of paper back to my room? I want to draw more. We've got to stop meeting like this. At the nurse's station, so late at night, with no one around to see us. Someone might get the wrong idea. You don't think so? Not even with how close we are right now. All someone has to do is walk by and see how close you're leaning into me to get the full picture of what's going on in your head. Aw, I didn't mean to make you move away from me. Come back here. If I'm not smelling oranges, you aren't close enough. I wanted to show you something. You really helped me with that arts and crafts session the other day. You actually became my muse. So I thought it would only be right if I showed you what you inspired. Look at you. Aren't you beautiful? I just kept imagining how I wanted to faze you. You seemed hardly fazed by the story I told by my so-called lover. I couldn't get it out of my head. How I'd make you scream. How I'd make you cry. So I put it on paper. Just look at all the positions I have you in, and all the toys I gave myself to use. I think I've outdone myself. You really are a muse, an inspiration. Are you... what? Are you dead in all of them? Maybe. I haven't decided. You're really pretty alive.